Have you ever breakfasted with a giraffe? Giraffe Manor in Kenya invites guests to enjoy one of the most extraordinary dining experiences imaginable. This unique hotel, which originally opened its doors in 1932 as a sanctuary for giraffes, was transformed into a luxurious getaway in 1974. Imagine starting your day while these elegant creatures poke their long necks through the windows to join you for breakfast. The hotel boasts 10 beautifully designed rooms that offer not only comfort, but also a front-row seat to the majestic giraffes. As you sip your coffee and enjoy a delightful meal, you can watch these gentle giants munching on treats right beside you, making every moment unforgettable. The experience is not just about the food, it's a chance to connect with nature and observe giraffe behavior up close. Many guests leave with memories and photographs that last a lifetime. So if you're looking for an adventure where wildlife meets luxury, Giraffe Manor is the place to be. Young climber conquers Everest, can you believe it? Jordan Romero made history in 2010 by becoming the youngest person to reach the summit of Mount Everest at just 13 years old. This incredible achievement shattered the stereotype that age limits potential and demonstrated that with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Jordan, driven by a passion for adventure and a dream to climb the world's tallest peaks, embarked on this journey with his father and a team of experienced climbers. They faced treacherous weather, altitude sickness, and the daunting challenges of the mountain. But Jordan's spirit remained unbroken. He trained rigorously, honing his skills on other climbs, preparing for the ultimate test. When he finally stood on the summit at 32 feet, he inspired countless others to pursue their dreams, regardless of their age. Jordan's story encourages young people everywhere to believe in themselves and seek out their own challenges. Who knows what mountains you might climb? What if I told you dogs are banned in the Maldives? This tropical paradise, known for its stunning beaches and crystal-clear waters, doesn't allow dogs on its islands, mainly due to Islamic beliefs. In Islam, dogs are often regarded as unclean creatures, which leads many followers to avoid having them as pets. Instead, you'll find a thriving population of cats roaming the islands, cherished for their companionship and hunting skills. The prevalence of cats in the Maldives showcases how cultural beliefs influence pet ownership. Visitors might be surprised by the absence of man's best friend, but the local customs and traditions embrace a different vibe. This unique policy not only shapes everyday life for the local population, but also affects how tourism is approached on the islands. So whether you're a dog lover or a cat person, the Maldives offers a fascinating peek into how culture shapes choices about pets. What if hair could be your canvas for art? Hair art is a fascinating and temporary artistic technique that transforms hair into a canvas, capturing stunning images that exist only until a photograph is taken. This innovative method celebrates personal expression and creativity, allowing artists to experiment with colors, textures, and styles without the permanence of traditional mediums. Imagine intricate patterns woven through strands or vibrant colors that bloom with every twist and braid. In a world where we often seek lasting impressions, hair art reminds us of the beauty in fleeting moments, sparking joy and inspiration. This ephemeral art form is growing in popularity, attracting those eager to showcase their individuality, whether at festivals, photo shoots, or special events. Artists often share their work on social media, creating a community that appreciates the delicate, transient nature of hair art. So next time you admire a stunning hairstyle, consider the artistry behind it. What stories could these delicate designs tell if preserved just for a moment? You won't believe this about snake venom. Injecting venom from one snake species into another can be deadly. This surprising fact stems from the different ways snake species have evolved their immune systems. For instance, the venom that is harmless to a king cobra may be lethal to a rattlesnake. Each snake's immune system has specific defenses or reactions to various toxins, making venoms very species-specific. When one species encounters the venom from another, it could trigger extreme physiological reactions, leading to paralysis or even death. This illustrates just how unique and complex snake venoms are. Scientists have studied these differences not just for understanding snake biology, but also for possible medical breakthroughs. Imagine using certain snake venoms in medicine to fight diseases. So next time you hear about snake venom, remember its potential danger and the intricacies of nature's design. Believe it or not, coffee fuels our workdays. Today, coffee consumption has skyrocketed, with some individuals drinking enough espresso to power a rocket launch. In fact, people have come to depend on this caffeinated drink to boost their productivity. Reports suggest that the average worker often spends more time daydreaming about their next cup of coffee than actually concentrating on work tasks. This obsession with caffeine isn't just a harmless quirk. It reflects our fast-paced lifestyle where energy boosts are essential for juggling responsibilities. Interestingly, coffee has seeped into our culture, leading to the rise of coffee shops that serve as social hotspots. Studies even indicate that a moderate intake of coffee can improve focus and cognitive function. However, with the prevalence of coffee culture, one has to ask, are we becoming too reliant on caffeine to get through the day? While coffee can provide that much-needed jolt, finding a balanced approach to energy boosts might be just as important for our overall well-being. Join the race to be the first commenter. If you want to grab attention online, being the first to answer questions or comment on videos can make a difference. Social media and video platforms reward quick responses with visibility and recognition. By commenting quickly, not only do you show your enthusiasm, but you also increase your chances of earning a shout-out from creators. This interaction can enhance your social experience and even help you connect with like-minded people. Consider how many conversations spark from a single comment. The thrill of seeing your name featured in the creator's next video adds an exciting layer to the experience. It turns passive viewing into an interactive event. So whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, having a rapid finger can make you a star in the comments section. Get ready to engage and showcase your knowledge. How fast can you type to beat others and grab that recognition? Believe it or not, hyenas are more like cats. While they might look similar to dogs, these fascinating creatures belong to a unique family called Hyenidae. Surprisingly, hyenas are classified within the cat-like suborder Feliformia, distinguishing them from their dog-like cousins in Caniformia. This means that despite their dog-like features and social behaviors, their closest relatives are actually lions, tigers, and domestic cats. Hyenas are known for their remarkable intelligence and complex social structures, often living in groups called clans. They are skillful hunters and scavengers, known for their iconic laughing cries that echo through the savanna. These sounds are not just for show, they provide communication among clan members. So the next time you see a hyena, remember they're more than just scavengers. They're fascinating beasts with a surprising ancestry. Here's what actually happens when you sip wine. Researchers have discovered that our brains respond more positively to wine based on its perceived cost. Picture this. When you believe a bottle of wine is expensive, your brain lights up in areas associated with pleasure, making the experience more enjoyable. This fascinating phenomenon is a prime example of how expectations can shape our sensory experiences. So whether it's a fine French wine or a budget-friendly choice, the way we view its price can dramatically change how we perceive its taste. In experiments, participants enjoyed the same wine more when they were told it cost more, showing that our mind's assumptions can amplify our enjoyment. Next time you pour a glass, consider how much of the experience is influenced by what you expect. Isn't it amazing how our brains can elevate a simple pleasure, like drinking wine? Turns out the truth is that dung beetles navigate by starlight. It might sound unbelievable, but these tiny insects cleverly use the Milky Way to find their way across dark landscapes. Dung beetles, often overlooked in the animal kingdom, possess a remarkable ability that combines their instinctual behavior with celestial navigation. By gazing at the stars, they can orient themselves and keep their precious balls of dung rolling in a straight line, which is essential for avoiding predators and returning to their burrows. This skill becomes even more fascinating when you consider that on cloudy nights, when constellations are hidden, some species adapt by utilizing the moon's glow instead. Imagine a small beetle, no larger than your thumb, relying on the sparkling expanse of the night sky as its guide while toting a dung ball that dwarfs its body. This incredible talent highlights the extraordinary connection between nature and the cosmos, inviting us to appreciate how even the smallest creatures harness the universe's wonders to survive and thrive in their environments. Dive into the history of the first aquarium. The very first aquarium opened its doors in 1853 in northern London, capturing the wonder of the natural world. Surprisingly, this aquarium was not built for a specific purpose at the outset. It was more of a curiosity than a scientific endeavor. However, it soon became associated with Philip Henry Gauss, a renowned naturalist whose contributions helped elevate its status and importance. Gauss's work in promoting aquatic life drew attention to the aquarium, allowing it to grow and thrive as a center for marine education and research. Visitors marveled at the exotic fish and diverse marine species on display, igniting a passion for ocean life that still resonates today. This early aquarium set the stage for the countless marine centers we enjoy now, sparking curiosity and fostering a love for science and wildlife in millions. Today's aquariums educate us about conservation and the delicate balance of ecosystems. Isn't it amazing how a simple idea in London blossomed into a global phenomenon? Hard to believe, but athletes get nervous too. Even the most skilled professional athletes, like Olympic sprinters and world-class soccer players, face those fluttery feelings before big games. This nervousness, often called pre-game jitters, is completely normal and can play a surprisingly positive role in their performance. Many athletes have discovered that by embracing these nerves rather than fighting them, they can channel that energy into laser-sharp focus. Preparation is key. With each practice session and game, they learn how to transform anxiety into excitement. Additionally, many use techniques like visualization, deep breathing, or positive self-talk to help calm their minds before stepping onto the field or court. So next time you watch your favorite sports event, remember that even the pros get nervous. It's all part of the game. When disaster struck Texas City in 1947, a massive ship explosion changed everything. The explosion, caused by the ship SS Grand Camp, was so powerful that it sent shockwaves through the area, knocking 2 planes out of the sky. This tragic incident is one of the deadliest industrial accidents in U.S. history, resulting in over 500 fatalities and injuring more than 5,000 individuals. The explosion not only damaged a significant part of Texas City, but also had lasting impacts on safety regulations in the maritime and industrial sectors. Rescue efforts were hampered due to the sheer scale of the disaster, and nearby buildings became rubble almost instantly. In the aftermath, the community pulled together, highlighting the resilience of those affected. Today, Texas City remembers this event as a crucial lesson in safety, emphasizing the importance of stringent regulations to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Could better safety practices have changed the outcome? Guess what really drives creativity in art? Adrian M. and Claire B. are shaking up the art world with their innovative creations that blend augmented reality with physical elements. Imagine walking into a gallery where the paintings seem to come alive right before your eyes. By using tablets and smartphones, these artists overlay digital animations on real-life objects, creating stunning visual illusions that make you question your perception of space. Their immersive experiences are designed to engage your senses, with fluid movements and real-time updates that draw you into their artwork. Whether it's a simple sculpture that suddenly appears animated or an entire room transformed into a digital playground, Adrian and Claire's work invites viewers to interact and explore art in a whole new way. It's not just about looking at art anymore, it's about stepping inside it. Ready to experience art like never before? Guess what really drives students at TUM? The Technical University of Munich has taken the concept of quick exits to a whole new level with its amazing slides. Picture this. Instead of trudging down long flights of stairs after a tiring lecture, students can hop onto a cool slide and whoosh down from the 3rd floor. These slides are not just about fun, they promote a sense of playfulness while encouraging physical activity between classes. Designed with safety in mind, they add a unique twist to the learning environment. This creative feature reflects TUM's commitment to innovation, showing that universities can be both educational and exciting spaces for students. Imagine the excitement as you make your way to your next class. Who wouldn't want to take a slide instead of the stairs? Is it time for other schools to follow this adventurous lead? Believe it or not, horror classic had an epic accident. In the unforgettable 1984 film A Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the most famous scenes features what fans call the geyser of blood. While filming, the crew decided to pour gallons of fake blood through a hidden hole in a rotating set, aiming for a dramatic effect. However, things took a chaotic turn when the room spun unexpectedly out of control, creating a flood of blood that was far more intense than anyone planned. Instead of ruining the shot, this bizarre accident resulted in a terrifying visual that left audiences gasping. The unpredictability of that moment not only enhanced the horror, but also cemented its place in cinematic history. It perfectly illustrates how sometimes a twist of fate can lead to creative brilliance, making the scene even more iconic. Who would have thought a mistake could become such a legendary part of horror film lore? Sharks breathe differently than you might think. Instead of using lungs like humans and many other animals, sharks rely on special openings known as spiracles. These small, flap-like structures are located behind their eyes and allow them to take in water even when their mouths are closed. This is especially useful when sharks are resting on the ocean floor or hunting prey. When water flows through the spiracles, it passes over their gills, where oxygen is extracted and carbon dioxide is expelled. The unique breathing method of sharks showcases their remarkable adaptability to life underwater. Since they have no lungs, they don't need to swim constantly to breathe. However, many species still prefer to keep moving to ensure a steady flow of water over their gills. This fascinating feature highlights just how diverse and specialized marine life can be. Isn't it amazing how evolution shapes these creatures? Is it really true that our bodies change so much? Every year, 98% of the atoms in the human body are replaced, which means we are not the same person we were last year. This incredible fact highlights how dynamic and constantly evolving our bodies are. Atoms are the tiny building blocks of everything around us, including our skin, organs, and even those thoughts you're having right now. Most of the atoms come from the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the water we drink. For instance, when you enjoy a delicious meal, your body breaks down the food, absorbing nutrients that essentially become part of you. Likewise, every time you exhale, you release atoms into the atmosphere, contributing to the breath of life around you. This constant renewal of atoms plays a crucial role in healing and growth, allowing our bodies to maintain health and vitality. So next time you look in the mirror, remember that you're literally a new version of yourself compared to last year. How fascinating is that? Is it really true that bumblebee bats are tiny marvels? The bumblebee bat, also known as Kitty's hognose bat, holds the title of the world's smallest mammal. Weighing between 0.05 to 0.07 ounces, these delicate creatures can fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. Their head-to-body length ranges from 1.14 to 1.29 inches, with a wingspan measuring about 5.1 to 5.7 inches. Found primarily in Thailand and Myanmar, these unique bats thrive in limestone caves, where they roost together in small colonies. Despite their minuscule size, they have a big role in the ecosystem, helping to keep insect populations in check as they feast on tiny insects. Their smallness makes them vulnerable to habitat loss, raising concerns for their future. Learning more about these fascinating creatures can help us protect them. What other amazing creatures might be hiding in plain sight? Believe it or not, spider silk beats steel in strength. This incredible natural material has a tensile strength that surpasses steel when compared by weight. Imagine a thread so lightweight yet so tough that it can hold up to 4 times its own weight. Spider silk's remarkable engineering properties have fascinated scientists for years. Its unique molecular structure allows it to stretch and absorb energy, making it not only strong but also flexible. Some researchers believe that studying spider silk could lead to breakthroughs in creating lightweight, durable materials for everything from sports gear to medical devices. Companies are even looking into ways to produce synthetic spider silk. which could revolutionize industries by providing eco-friendly alternatives to traditional materials. The next time you're amazed by the strength of a spider's web, remember that this tiny powerhouse of nature might just inspire innovations in human technology. This might surprise you: Australia's incredible wildlife and reefs. Australia is a treasure trove of amazing creatures and stunning natural wonders. With unique animals like kangaroos and koalas hopping around, it's no wonder the country is famous for its wildlife. Kangaroos, for instance, are the only large animals that can't walk backward. But that's just the beginning. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on the planet, stretches over an astonishing 1,400 miles along the northeastern coast. It's not just beautiful, it's a vibrant ecosystem bustling with life, including thousands of species of fish, coral, and even turtles. This breathtaking underwater world attracts divers and snorkelers from all over, eager to experience its colorful marine life. So if you're looking for an adventure filled with nature's wonders, Australia is a must-visit destination. Did you know about Shreya Sitti's incredible journey? In 2016, Shreya Sitti, a brave young woman from Ghouta, faced an unimaginable challenge when she lost both arms in a devastating accident. Instead of giving up, Shreya became one of the first recipients of an arm transplant, marking a remarkable milestone in medical science. At first, her new arms were mismatched in size and color, which could have been disheartening. But here's the amazing part. Over time, the arms adapted and began to resemble her natural appearance. Through relentless determination and the help of advanced medical techniques, Shreya not only regained functionality, but also her confidence. Her incredible story showcases the power of resilience and innovation in the world of medicine. Can you imagine the emotional and physical journey she underwent to reclaim her life? Here's what actually happens when Platypterygius hunts. This fascinating ichthyosaur, which roamed the oceans during the Cretaceous period, was no ordinary marine reptile. With its long snout and sharp teeth, Platypterygius was a powerful predator, perfectly designed for stalking its prey in the dark depths of the ocean. Unlike today's friendly dolphins, which are more about playful interactions, Platypterygius thrived in a world where survival meant skillful hunting. Its streamlined body allowed it to glide swiftly through water, while those sharp teeth were perfect for grabbing slippery fish and other marine creatures. Imagine the thrill of the hunt as Platypterygius navigated underwater shadows, using its keen senses to detect movements. This intriguing predator provides a striking glimpse into the diverse and sometimes dangerous life forms that existed millions of years ago. What can modern marine predators learn from Platypterygius? Let's uncover the truth about ancient musical instruments. The oldest known musical instrument is a flute, with a captivating story that stretches back approximately 35,000 years. This incredible artifact was unearthed in a remote cave in Germany, where it was meticulously carved from a bird's bone. Imagine our ancestors equipped with nothing but instinct and creativity, crafting melodies in a world dominated by survival. Their ability to express emotions through music reveals much about the human spirit. This flute is part of a larger collection of prehistoric artifacts that illuminate the culture and creativity of early humans. Rather than solely relying on the sounds of the natural world, they actively produced instruments to create harmonious tunes. Research indicates that music likely played a vital role in social bonding among ancient communities, highlighting our intrinsic desire to connect with others. So the next time you hit play on your favorite song, remember the thousands of years of musical evolution behind it, echoing through generations and serving as a powerful form of expression. Ever thought about why Romans loved mosaic tiles? These stunning pieces of art were more than just pretty decorations. They were a way for ancient Romans to express their creativity and status. Romans mastered the art of mosaics, turning floors into vibrant canvases that showcased intricate designs. Using small, colorful pieces of stone, glass, and ceramic, they crafted scenes ranging from nature to mythological characters. Imagine walking through a grand villa or a bustling public bath and being greeted by these dazzling patterns beneath your feet. Mosaics were not only beautiful, but also served as a conversation starter among guests. The more elaborate your mosaic, the higher your social standing. This love for decorative tiles reflected the Romans' appreciation for artistry and their desire to impress others. Plus, these mosaics were durable, meaning they could last for centuries, offering us a glimpse into the artistic flair and daily life of ancient Rome. Did you know Jeddah Lighthouse is the tallest in the world? Standing at an impressive 436 feet, the Jeddah Lighthouse, also known as King Abdullah's Lighthouse, proudly claims its title as the tallest lighthouse globally. Located in the bustling port city of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, this towering structure opened its doors to the public in 1990 and quickly became an iconic symbol of the city. It features a stunning design that not only serves a practical purpose of guiding ships safely into the harbor, but also represents the rich culture and architectural innovation of the region. Visitors and locals alike admire its beauty, especially at night when it shines brightly, illuminating the coast. As you stroll along the waterfront, you can't help but be captivated by its grandeur. The lighthouse is not just a beacon for sailors. It also draws tourists eager to witness this remarkable feat of engineering. Whether you are interested in architecture, history, or simply stunning views, the Jeddah Lighthouse stands as a testament to human creativity and an essential part of Jeddah's identity. Here's what actually happens when you won't believe what's beneath Europa's icy surface: Jupiter's moon. Europa is a captivating realm that intrigues scientists and dreamers alike. Beneath its thick ice crust lies an expansive ocean, potentially containing more than twice the amount of water found on Earth. This hidden sea remains warm due to the gravitational forces exerted by Jupiter, creating a dynamic and potentially habitable environment. The ocean is not only salty and rich in nutrients, but it also raises exciting possibilities for the existence of life beyond our planet. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission aims to delve into these mysteries by studying Europa's icy exterior and analyzing the geysers that eject water vapor into space. These plumes might provide essential insights into the ocean lurking beneath. If microbial life is present in Europa's depths, it could reshape our understanding of life in the universe in its many forms. Imagine robotic explorers traversing this alien waterway, revealing biological secrets that have remained hidden for eons. Europa is a lot more than just an ice-covered satellite. It could hold the key to understanding life's potential across the cosmos. Did you know Tesla and Twain were friends? Their remarkable friendship blended the worlds of science and storytelling, showcasing the unique bond between inventor Nikola Tesla and literary giant Mark Twain. They met in the 1890s, bonding over shared interests and mutual respect. Tesla, known for his groundbreaking electrical inventions, admired Twain's literary genius, while Twain was fascinated by Tesla's innovative ideas. Their conversations often roamed from the wonders of electricity to the intricacies of storytelling, creating a partnership that was as enlightening as it was entertaining. Imagine if they had a podcast today, exploring topics from technology to literature. Audiences would surely be captivated by their insights and humor, making them pioneers of a new era in communication. Their legacy reminds us of the beauty of friendship that crosses boundaries, inspiring creativity and collaboration across different fields. What if we all sought connections with those who challenge and inspire us? How might our lives change? Believe it or not, cats sleep almost all day long. Adult domesticated cats are some of the biggest nap takers in the animal kingdom, averaging nearly 18 hours of sleep each day. These beloved pets have a fascinating lifestyle where they spend about 20 hours in a restful state, whether it's dozing on a sunny windowsill or curling up in a cozy corner. This extensive sleep is a result of their natural instincts as predators. In the wild, cats need to conserve energy for hunting, which means they balance short bursts of activity with plenty of rest. Even domestic cats retain this behavior, choosing to spend their waking hours in playful pounces, stealthy stalks, or blissful grooming. This also explains why your cat might seem indifferent to your busy lifestyle. They're simply resting up for their next round of play. So while you're busy with chores or scrolling through your phone, your feline friend is probably dreaming of chasing imaginary mice or exploring the great outdoors. Isn't it fascinating how these adorable companions balance their time? What if I told you teens can drive at 14? In South Dakota, the law allows teenagers to obtain a driver's permit as early as 14 years old, but only with parental consent. This early driving opportunity highlights the state's unique rural lifestyle, where having a vehicle often means greater independence and access to essential services. Many areas in South Dakota are far from schools, jobs, and social activities, making reliable transportation crucial for young people. The permit program equips teens with the chance to learn road rules and practice driving under supervision, laying a solid foundation for responsible driving. Furthermore, parents play an active role in guiding their children through this process, ensuring they understand the responsibilities that come with driving. As a result, this law not only supports teenagers in gaining freedom, but also fosters a sense of community and family involvement. Isn't it fascinating how different places shape rules to fit their needs? What if I told you homesickness has a rich history? The term homesickness traces back to the 17th century when it described the feelings of Swiss mercenaries longing for home. These soldiers, often far from their families and familiar landscapes, experienced intense feelings of nostalgia and sadness. Initially thought to be a condition unique to the Swiss, it wasn't long before observations showed that many people, regardless of their background, felt this way when away from their loved ones. By the 19th century, medical professionals began recognizing homesickness as a universal condition affecting everyone from soldiers to sailors, students to travelers. It turns out that missing home can be a powerful emotional experience, reminding us just how much we cherish our roots. So the next time you feel a pang of nostalgia, remember you're not alone. This longing has its own story woven into our shared human experience. You won't believe this about the Sky Cruise. This incredible prototype aircraft is set to revolutionize how we travel through the skies. Imagine stepping onto a glass capsule that offers breathtaking 360-degree panoramic views of the world below. Designed to accommodate up to 5,000 passengers, the Sky Cruise isn't just an aircraft. It's a floating city in the clouds. Inside, you'll find rotating seats that enhance your experience, allowing everyone to enjoy stunning scenery from every angle. But that's not all. This futuristic vehicle boasts luxurious amenities like restaurants serving gourmet meals, shimmering pools for relaxation, and even theaters for entertainment. And if you fancy a little shopping, there's a mall right on board. The Sky Cruise redefines air travel, blending comfort with an unforgettable experience. Are you ready to soar above the clouds in style? Can you imagine that intense silence in Twilight? Throughout the Twilight saga, there are more than 25 minutes of gripping silence shared between Bella and Edward. These moments may seem unusual in a film filled with drama and romance, but they create a unique kind of tension that brings viewers closer to the characters' emotions. As Bella and Edward exchange glances or simply bask in the atmosphere, soft music often fills the air, enhancing the intensity of these silent scenes. Fans have come to love these iconic moments, believing they capture the essence of longing and connection. This clever use of silence allows the audience to feel the weight of their love story, making the eventual dialogues even more impactful. It's fascinating how silence can speak volumes, isn't it? What do you think about these quiet interactions in such a loud world? Did you know green lenses improve your vision in sunlight? These specially designed lenses filter out blue light, which is often responsible for glare that can make it tough to see clearly. By reducing this distracting glare, green lenses enhance contrast and sharpness, making your surroundings more vibrant and easier to focus on. They are particularly helpful when you're outside, whether you're hiking, cycling, or just enjoying a sunny day at the beach. With improved visibility, not only can you see more details in your environment, but they can also help reduce eye strain, allowing you to enjoy your activities for longer periods without discomfort. So if you're looking for a stylish way to protect your eyes while enhancing your view, green lenses might just be the perfect solution. Why not give them a try? Believe it or not, a wedding gift from Burger King. In a delightful twist of fate, Joel Berger and Ashley King found themselves at the center of a whimsical story that combines love and fast food. When the couple, who hilariously share the same last name as the famous fast food chain, announced their wedding plans in front of a Burger King sign, the company couldn't resist getting involved. They decided to give the couple an unforgettable surprise by covering all expenses for their wedding ceremony. This unique gesture brought smiles not only to the happy couple, but also to their friends and family. Imagine the joy of celebrating your special day, not just with loved ones, but also with a beloved brand playing a special part in your journey. This feels like a real-life fairy tale, blending romance and humor in a way that leaves you wondering what other surprises await in the world of love. Believe it or not, Alaska was bought for just $7.2 million. In 1867, the United States made a monumental purchase by acquiring Alaska from Russia, a deal famously orchestrated by Secretary of State William Seward. At the time, many Americans viewed Alaska as a frozen wasteland, leading to the nickname Seward's Folly or Seward's Icebox. However, Seward had a vision of its potential, seeing its vast natural resources and strategic advantages. The purchase price of $7.2 million might seem incredibly low today, but it translated to about 2 cents an acre. This bold move expanded U.S. territory significantly and opened the door to the rich bounty of resources Alaska would later provide, including oil, gold, and fish. The deal also added immense value in terms of military positioning and trade routes. Today, Alaska stands as a testament to foresight and the unexpected benefits of bold political decisions. Isn't it intriguing how something once considered a folly turned into such a vital part of the U.S. landscape? Let's uncover the truth about our clouds. Did you know that all the clouds floating high above us contain less than 0.01% of Earth's drinkable water? That's an incredibly tiny amount. Instead of acting as storage tanks, clouds function as nature's delivery system, transporting moisture over vast distances. When humidity rises and the air cools, water vapor condenses into tiny droplets, forming clouds. This process is essential for our weather patterns, as these clouds eventually release water back to the earth in the form of rain or snow. It's fascinating how clouds can travel for miles before delivering this precious resource to plants, rivers, and lakes. So the next time you look up at those fluffy formations, remember that they are crucial contributors to our planet's water cycle, but not the go-to source for drinkable water. How cool is that? What if I told you oysters can change sexes? It's true, certain oyster species, like the European flat oyster and the Pacific oyster, have this fascinating ability to switch genders multiple times throughout their lives. This remarkable adaptability allows them to respond to their environment and improve their chances of reproduction. For instance, if there are more males than females in a population, these oysters can become females to ensure a balanced breeding system. This natural flexibility in gender helps maintain their numbers and supports the ecosystem where they live. Scientists are still studying how these changes happen at a molecular level, uncovering the secrets that make oysters such intriguing creatures. Next time you enjoy an oyster dish, think about the journey that oyster might have taken through its life cycle. Isn't nature amazing? Math anxiety might surprise you. It's real. Many people feel a twinge of nervousness when faced with numbers, but for some, it's a genuine psychological condition that can lead to panic. Imagine sitting in a classroom and your mind goes blank at the sight of a math problem, even if you've studied for hours. This experience can turn numbers into terrifying monsters, making even simple calculations feel impossible. Individuals struggling with math anxiety often find that their physical reactions, like sweaty palms or a racing heart, distract them more than the math itself. Unfortunately, this anxiety can hinder their ability to solve problems, even when they have the skills to do so. It's important to recognize and address these feelings, as overcoming math anxiety can lead to a more confident and successful experience with numbers. How can we turn these monsters back into mere numbers? Here's a wild fact about the Lathvanus plant. Did you know the Lathvanus plant is considered the 5th most important plant in the world? This remarkable plant has adapted over time to provide an incredible variety of resources that benefit both humans and wildlife. From its nutritious seeds that feed countless creatures to its sturdy fibers that can be woven into durable materials, the Lathvanus showcases nature's ingenuity. Not only does it thrive in diverse environments, but it has also undergone significant development thanks to human cultivation, which has helped enhance its resilience and productivity. Researchers continue to study this plant to unlock even more of its potential, making it an essential focus for agriculture and environmental sustainability. What other surprises might the Lathvanus plant have in store for us? This electric hoverboard lets you glide on water. The Baloo Hyperfoil is truly a marvel of modern technology, offering a unique experience that feels like floating on a liquid carpet. Imagine zipping across serene lakes or ocean waves without a sound, thanks to its electric-powered design. Unlike traditional watercraft, which can be noisy and disruptive, the Hyperfoil operates quietly, allowing you to enjoy nature while you ride. With its lightweight construction and innovative hydrofoil system, it lifts you above the water's surface, reducing drag and enabling smooth, effortless motion. Riders can easily maneuver and enjoy the sensation of freedom as they hover and glide, making it perfect for thrill seekers and nature lovers alike. Whether you're looking for an adrenaline rush or a peaceful escape, the Baloo Hyperfoil promises an unforgettable adventure. Are you ready to try it? Here's what actually happens when you explore Yonge Street. Yonge Street in Toronto is famous for being the longest street in the world, stretching nearly 2,000 kilometers from the shores of Lake Ontario all the way up to Northern Ontario. But what makes this street so special? As you stroll along its bustling sidewalks, you'll experience a vibrant mix of culture and life. From the historic sites of downtown Toronto, like the iconic Eaton Centre, to the lush nature trails further north, Yonge Street offers a little bit of everything. You can grab a bite from a diverse range of restaurants, shop in trendy boutiques, or simply enjoy people watching as folks pass by. The street is not just about distance. It tells the story of the city itself, connecting neighborhoods and communities. So if you find yourself in Toronto, a walk along Yonge Street may just be the adventure you didn't know you needed. Ever wondered about the power of the 4 Ps? The 4 Ps of marketing, product, price, promotion, and place are key principles that shape how businesses sell their products. Developed in the late 1940s, these concepts help companies identify and reach their target audiences effectively. The product refers to what you're offering, whether it's a physical item, service, or idea. Price is all about determining how much to charge, striking a balance between profitability and customer attraction. Promotion involves the strategies used to communicate the benefits of the product, like advertising or sales promotions. Finally, place signifies the distribution channels that make the product accessible to consumers. Mastering these 4 elements allows businesses to create a compelling marketing strategy and connect with customers in meaningful ways. How do you think these principles impact your favorite brands? Mozzarella cheese is a global favorite, but why? This delightful cheese originates from Italy and has captured the hearts and taste buds of people all around the world. Known for its soft, creamy texture and mild flavor, mozzarella is especially famous as the star ingredient in dishes like pizza and caprese salad. Did you know that it's even used in various cuisines beyond Italian cooking? From sandwiches in the United States to casseroles in Mexico, mozzarella finds its way into countless meals. The cheese is made from the milk of water buffaloes or cows, and its unique stretching ability is what makes it so special. As mozzarella becomes the most consumed cheese globally, it's interesting to see how this humble ingredient has evolved over centuries, adapting to different cultures and tastes. Have you tried fresh mozzarella? Its creamy goodness is truly an experience worth savoring. Did you know that Nollywood began with Living in Bondage? This influential film, directed by Chris Obi-Rapu and released in 1992, is credited with kicking off the modern Nigerian film industry. Living in Bondage tells a gripping story of ambition, greed, and the supernatural, captivating audiences with its engaging plot and relatable characters. At the time of its release, Nigeria was experiencing significant socioeconomic changes, and this film resonated with many people, showcasing their hopes and fears. It not only achieved commercial success, but also inspired a wave of filmmakers who wanted to tell their own stories. The film's impact transformed Nollywood into a vibrant industry, producing thousands of movies annually and propelling Nigerian cinema onto the global stage. Today, Nollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world, creating jobs and advancing cultural representation. Isn't it amazing how one movie sparked such a powerful movement? Did you know Bulgaria has a surprising twist on gestures? In this Eastern European country, the typical gestures of nodding and shaking one's head have completely opposite meanings. While many cultures understand nodding up and down as a sign of agreement or yes, konnichiwa Bulgaria, it actually means no. Conversely, shaking your head side to side, generally seen as no elsewhere, signifies yes in Bulgaria. This fascinating twist can easily lead to misunderstandings for travelers exploring the beautiful landscapes of Bulgaria. To avoid confusion, locals often clarify their responses verbally when communicating with foreigners, showing their friendly nature and desire to connect. The origins of this unusual gesture system are still a mystery, but it is an integral part of what makes Bulgarian culture so unique and intriguing. So if you find yourself in Bulgaria, remember to pay attention to these gestures to avoid any mix-ups. Can you believe a mini bag sold for $60,000? In a remarkable blend of art and absurdity, the creative team at MSCHF has designed an incredibly tiny handbag that challenges our perceptions of fashion and value. This bag is so small that you need a microscope to truly appreciate its details. This unique piece was auctioned at the Corpus Christi Museum in Holland, and it fetched an astonishing price of over $60,000, leaving many wondering why such an item would be worth so much. The mini bag highlights a fascinating trend in contemporary art. The value of objects often lies in their idea rather than their usability. Despite its impractical size, this bag sparked lively discussions about consumerism, luxury, and the role of art in society. It's a quirky example of how something intentionally absurd can reach astronomical heights at auction, prompting us to rethink what we consider valuable. So, is it true that a tiny purse can carry such a hefty price tag? Absolutely. Is it really true that Batman has river roots? The iconic name Batman doesn't just come from comic books or movies. It has a fascinating origin linked to the Batman River. This river flows through a region in Turkey, specifically in the southeastern part of the country. The name itself is believed to be derived from the ancient word Batmana, which means a place where the waters flow. It's pretty amazing to think that the world-renowned superhero shares his name with a natural landmark. The Batman River has been an important resource for local communities and wildlife, providing water for agriculture and recreational activities. As you think about the adventures of Bruce Wayne and his alter ego, remember that this unique connection to nature adds an extra layer of storytelling. So the next time you hear the name Batman, you can impress your friends with this neat tidbit about the river, showing how intertwined geography and pop culture can be. Who would have thought a river could inspire a superhero? Believe it or not, Machu Picchu mesmerizes millions. This breathtaking archaeological site, nestled high in the Andean mountains of Peru, draws in visitors from around the globe each year. What makes Machu Picchu so special? For starters, its advanced architecture showcases the incredible engineering skills of the Inca civilization, using precisely cut stones that fit together without mortar. This ancient city, built in the 15th century, offers stunning views of the surrounding peaks, creating a dramatic backdrop that captures the imagination. Additionally, the lush vegetation and vibrant wildlife surrounding the site add to its allure. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Machu Picchu isn't just a tourist destination. It's a place that tells the story of an ancient culture and its remarkable achievements. By walking through its ruins, visitors can experience a connection to history that feels truly magical. So what are you waiting for? Why exactly does Tolkien create his own languages? J.R.R. Tolkien, the master behind The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, is not only famous for his epic storytelling, but also for his incredible talent in languages. Tolkien, a professor of philology, had a deep passion for words and their sounds. This fascination led him to invent multiple languages, most notably Elvish, which adds a rich layer to the cultures he created in his fantastical worlds. By developing Elvish, he didn't just give his characters a means of communication. He crafted a whole culture around it, complete with grammar and vocabulary, making the elves feel more real and relatable. Tolkien's love for language influenced the way he built his stories, intertwining his linguistic creations with the plot and history of Middle-earth. This unique approach invites readers to immerse themselves even further into his magical universes. So the next time you read his tales, remember that the beauty of his languages enhances the adventure, giving it depth that has captivated audiences for generations. Dive into the wild world of grimacing contests. In Egremont, England, a unique competition has people making some of the most grotesque faces imaginable, a tradition that dates all the way back to 1267. Imagine a crowd gathering, laughter echoing as contestants pull out all the stops to create the most hilarious and horrifying grimaces. Participants compete not just for fun, but also for the honor of winning a quirky trophy or title, which only adds to the excitement. This bizarre event attracts onlookers from all over, eager to witness such a strange yet entertaining sight. The origins of this unusual contest are shrouded in history, but it continues to capture the imagination of locals and tourists alike. If you ever find yourself in Egremont, don't miss the chance to see these skilled grimacers in action. Who knew making funny faces could be such an age-old art form? What if I told you cosmonauts carried shotguns into space? In an unusual twist, Soviet cosmonauts took shotguns aboard their spacecraft, but not for an intergalactic showdown. Instead, these firearms served a practical purpose related to their return to Earth. If they landed unexpectedly in the remote wilderness of Siberia, the shotguns would help them fend off any hungry bears they might encounter. This fascinating detail highlights the unpredictability of space travel and the importance of preparedness, even in the cosmos. Imagine the unnerving thought of descending back to Earth, knowing you might have to face a bear after your historic journey. While space exploration often focuses on the incredible achievements of technology and science, this quirky precaution gives us a glimpse into the realities faced by those brave enough to journey beyond our planet. Ever wondered about Nepal's quirky time zone? Nepal has a fascinating time zone called Nepal time, which is set at UTC plus 5 hours and 45 minutes. This unique offset of 45 minutes is rare, making Nepal one of the few places in the world with such a specific timing. While most countries use whole-hour offsets, Nepal's choice reflects its geographical and cultural identity. The country lies in the Himalayas, where the sun rises and sets differently than in other regions. This distinct time zone means that when it's noon in London, it's already 6:45 p.m. in Nepal. Imagine planning a video call or travel plans with a time difference like that. This quirky aspect adds to the charm of Nepal, a land known for its stunning mountains, rich heritage, and the warm hospitality of its people. It serves as a reminder of the diverse ways that culture and geography shape our daily lives. Did you know about China's one-child policy? In 1980, China introduced a controversial law limiting families to having just one child, an attempt to curb rapid population growth. This policy had a major impact on Chinese society, affecting family structures and leading to a significant gender imbalance, as many families preferred sons over daughters. For over 3 decades, millions of couples faced pressure to comply, leading to forced abortions and sterilizations in some cases. However, the government began to realize the long-term implications, such as an aging workforce and declining birth rates. So in 2015, the one-child policy was officially replaced, allowing couples the option of having 2 children. As of 2021, families can now have up to 3 children. This shift aims to rejuvenate the population and support economic growth, changing the landscape of Chinese family life. How will this impact future generations? Here's a wild fact about Martin Sheen's activism. Did you know this legendary actor has been arrested 66 times? Most of these arrests stem from his passionate dedication to causes he believes in. Throughout his Hollywood career, Sheen has stood firmly against issues like war, environmental destruction, and social injustice, using his fame to bring attention to these critical topics. He often engages in civil disobedience during protests, believing that sometimes it's necessary to break the law to stand up for what is right. For instance, he has been involved in protests against nuclear weapons and war, always speaking out for peace. Sheen's commitment to activism goes hand in hand with his acting career, which makes him a unique figure in Hollywood. His willingness to face arrest shows just how seriously he takes his beliefs and the influence he has as a public figure. Not many actors can claim such a bold history while navigating the world of entertainment. What do you think about celebrities using their platforms for activism? Did you know China has over 1.4 billion citizens? This staggering number makes China the most populous country in the world, and it's a fascinating aspect of its rich history and culture. With such a vast population, you can imagine the incredible diversity found within its borders. From bustling megacities like Beijing and Shanghai to picturesque rural villages, the variety in lifestyles, languages, and traditions is astounding. The immense population also plays a vital role in the global economy. China is a hub for manufacturing and technology, influencing markets worldwide. However, managing such a large population comes with challenges. Issues like urbanization, environmental sustainability, and resource allocation require innovative solutions. Remarkably, China has implemented several policies over the years aimed at balancing growth with quality of life for its citizens. As we think about our own communities, it's intriguing to ponder how such a large population shapes daily life in China. What does the future hold for this populous nation? Prepare to be amazed by the funny bone. This quirky term refers to the ulnar nerve, which runs along the inside of your elbow. When you hit this nerve, often by bumping your elbow against something hard, you experience a tingling or painful sensation that can feel oddly funny. It's a sharp reminder of just how sensitive our nerves can be. The ulnar nerve controls sensations in your ring and little fingers, so when it gets jolted, it sends mixed signals to your brain. While it's not actually a bone, this nickname has stuck around, adding a dose of humor to the experience. It's fascinating how something so minor can leave us laughing while we rub our elbows. The next time you accidentally bump your elbow and experience that familiar zing, you'll know it's your funny bone making itself known. So next time you hear someone refer to it, just remember the science behind the humor. This might surprise you. Ducks are nature's survivors. These incredible birds thrive in various environments, from the freezing Arctic tundras to blazing deserts. Their feathers are not just for show, they are coated with a special oil from a gland located near their tails. This waterproof feature enables ducks to swim in icy waters without getting wet, which is crucial for their survival. Among the many duck species, the northern pintail stands out for its impressive migration journey, traveling thousands of miles between breeding and wintering grounds. They display remarkable resilience, adapting their metabolism and adjusting their blood vessels to withstand bitter cold and avoid frostbite. Each year, these amazing creatures face harsh conditions, yet continue to thrive, showcasing their adaptability and strength in the wild. Isn't it fascinating how nature equips such ordinary-looking birds with extraordinary skills? Can you picture a volcano tantruming with every eruption? Mount Etna in Italy isn't just the largest volcano in Europe. It's also steeped in fascinating mythology. Local legends say that Typhon, a monstrous figure from ancient Greek mythology, is trapped beneath the volcano. When Mount Etna erupts, it's believed to be Typhon expressing his anger, throwing a fit that shakes the earth. Typhon, often described as a giant with serpentine features, was said to battle the gods for control of the sky. This connection to Etna adds a layer of intrigue to the already dramatic landscape. Every time the volcano rumbles or spews lava, locals can't help but think of the mythical titan below, reminding us how ancient stories continue to shape our understanding of nature. The eruptions are not just geological events. They're a reminder of the powerful tales that are woven into the fabric of the landscape. How do you think these myths influence local culture today? Can you imagine that women can't speak to men? In Yemen, a deeply rooted cultural norm restricts women from talking to men who aren't their relatives. This prohibition stems from traditional beliefs about modesty and honor that have been passed down through generations. Women often navigate their daily lives within tightly knit family structures, limiting interactions with outsiders. Such restrictions affect various aspects of life. For example, women may find it challenging to pursue education, work opportunities, or social connections outside their family circles. The implications are immense, as they can hinder personal growth and independence. Many activists are striving for change, advocating for women's rights and greater freedom in conversations and interactions. As the conversation about gender equality gains momentum worldwide, can Yemen break free from these boundaries? It's a complicated issue, but the voices of women are beginning to be heard. Did you know about the Anomami's unique death rituals? In the heart of the Amazon, the Anomami tribe has fascinating customs that revolve around death. Rather than following the typical burial practices, they choose cremation for their deceased loved ones. But it doesn't stop there. The tribe takes a unique step by mixing the ashes of the departed with bananas, creating a special mixture. This isn't just a way to remember the dead. It's about keeping their spirit alive within the community. When the Anomami consume this blend, they believe they're fostering a connection with the soul of the person who has passed away. This practice highlights the tribe's deep respect for life and the afterlife, reinforcing their ties to each other and their shared history. The Anomami's approach offers a thought-provoking perspective on how cultures can honor their dead and maintain a sense of continuity. How do other cultures handle death? Explore Gisele Bündchen's eco-friendly sandals revolution. Gisele Bündchen, the world-renowned supermodel, has made a name not only for her striking runway looks, but also for her passionate commitment to sustainability. In collaboration with the Brazilian brand Ipanema, she has designed a fabulous line of eco-friendly sandals that not only celebrate her love for Brazil, but also show a thoughtful approach towards the environment. These sandals are crafted using sustainable materials and practices, helping to decrease the fashion industry's impact on our planet. Gisele believes that fashion can be beautiful without harming the earth, and her work with Ipanema emphasizes the importance of making conscious choices. With vibrant colors and stylish designs, these sandals appeal to both fashion enthusiasts and eco-conscious consumers alike. So next time you're browsing for summer footwear, consider slipping into a pair of Gisele's creations, knowing that you're supporting an initiative that cares for the environment as much as your style. Why exactly does Mammy Manor scare so much? This attraction in San Diego, California, is famously dubbed the world's scariest haunted house. Before entering, thrill seekers face a comprehensive mental and physical evaluation, ensuring they're prepared for the extreme experiences that await. Once inside, participants don't just stroll through eerie halls. They endure horrifying scenarios that push the limits of fear. Imagine being bound, gagged, and splattered with realistic-looking fake blood. The creators have designed Mammy Manor to fully immerse you in terrifying situations, making it feel as if you've stepped right into a horror movie. Over the years, countless visitors have shared stories of their experiences, claiming the adrenaline and fear are unlike anything else. So if you're brave enough and curious about what really scares you, could this haunted house be your next heart-pounding adventure? You might be amazed by amelogenesis imperfecta's impact. This genetic disorder affects the enamel of your teeth, leading to softer, more brittle teeth that can chip easily. Imagine smiling confidently, but feeling anxious because your teeth aren't as strong as they should be. People with amelogenesis imperfecta experience normal mineralization of enamel, meaning the basic components are there, but they lack the durability expected from healthy teeth. As a result, everyday activities like chewing can become challenging, and dental care takes on a new level of importance. Regular visits to the dentist are essential to manage the risks of decay and damage. Treatment options often include protective sealants, crowns, or even cosmetic solutions to improve the appearance of teeth and function. Imagine having to navigate life, especially as a child or teenager, while dealing with this condition. Understanding amelogenesis imperfecta helps to raise awareness and support for those affected, paving the way for more targeted treatment and community support. Did you know the 10,000-year clock exists? This incredible creation, built by the Long Now Foundation, is designed not just to survive for millennia, but to change how we think about time itself. Nestled inside a mountain in Texas, this marvelous clock is programmed to tick once a year and chime only once every century. It serves as a profound reminder that our actions today ripple through time, influencing generations to come. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, the clock encourages us to think long-term, promoting responsibility and sustainability. The mechanism involves ingenious engineering to ensure it can withstand the test of time, using durable materials and a smart design that minimizes maintenance. This fascinating project invites us to ponder what civilizations thousands of years from now will think of us. How do we want our legacy to be remembered? Prepare to be amazed by your brain's power. Did you know that the human brain operates using about the same amount of energy as a small 10-watt light bulb? This surprising fact highlights just how efficient our brains really are. Despite managing complex tasks, from solving math problems to creating art, our brains use only a tiny amount of power compared to many other machines. This remarkable efficiency is essential for survival, as it allows us to think, learn, and interact without draining our energy reserves. The brain's energy comes primarily from glucose, a type of sugar that fuels its activities. This means that while we might feel mentally exhausted after a long day, our brains are often using less power than you would expect. Isn't it incredible how such an intricate system can work on so little? How do we make the most of this amazing organ? Here's something incredible about social spiders. These fascinating creatures live together in large groups and work as a team to build massive webs that can stretch across trees, bushes, and even buildings. Imagine a web so big it looks like a city in the sky. Each spider contributes to the structure, weaving silk in a cooperative effort that showcases teamwork on a grand scale. This behavior not only helps them trap more prey, but also offers protection from predators. Social spiders can share food and care for each other's young, creating a strong community. One of the most well-known species, the Anolosimus eximius, can form colonies of thousands of spiders, turning them into a living web of cooperation. Their ability to collaborate and thrive in such close quarters offers amazing insights into social behavior in nature. Have you ever seen a spider web that massive? You might be shocked to learn that swans sing. Swans have an enchanting presence in ancient mythology and literature, often portrayed as graceful, musical creatures. This idea has given rise to the term swan song, which describes the poetic notion that a swan sings a mesmerizing song just before its death. This fascinating concept highlights the beauty and mystery surrounding these birds, elevating them into symbols of elegance and transformation. Throughout different cultures, swans appear in stories that emphasize their close connection to music and romance, capturing the hearts of audiences for centuries. From Greek myths to Shakespearean plays, the association of swans with song reflects our deep-rooted admiration for these stunning animals. So the next time you see a swan gliding across a lake, consider the rich history behind their melodious reputation. Could there be more to these creatures than meets the eye? Did you know that a cat and a dog are best friends? This incredible friendship between a string-like cat and a luxury dog in the Leningrad area has inspired people for over 10 years. It's not every day you hear about such an unusual pair bonding, and their tale is heartwarming. The cat, known for its slender body and playful nature, often curls up next to the dog, who loves to lounge and enjoy the sunshine. They spend their days chasing each other around the yard, napping together and sharing meals. Neighbors can't help but stop and marvel at their friendship, which defies typical pet behavior. Many say this duo teaches us that love and companionship can form in the most surprising ways, regardless of species. Their joyful antics remind us that friendship knows no bounds and often comes from the most unexpected places. How do you think they became such great pals? Here's a wild fact about guinea pigs in New Zealand. Did you know that in this beautiful country, owning just one guinea pig is illegal? This is because guinea pigs are incredibly social creatures that thrive when they have a friend by their side. Keeping a single guinea pig can lead to loneliness and depression, which is why New Zealand has made this unique law. To support pet owners, a fascinating matchmaking service has popped up, helping to pair guinea pigs who have lost their partners with new companions. Imagine how much happier a little piggy can be, frolicking with a friend. This law is just one example of how New Zealand embraces progressive animal welfare legislation. It not only highlights the importance of companionship in the animal world, but also encourages people to think about the well-being of their pets. So if you're in New Zealand and dreaming of adopting a guinea pig, be ready for a furry duo. Did you know horses cannot breathe through their mouths? This fascinating fact reveals a unique physiological trait about these incredible animals. Horses, celebrated for their speed and strength, rely solely on their nostrils for breathing. While this design helps them run without the interference of mouth breathing, it also presents a significant risk. If a horse's nostrils become obstructed, whether due to dust, mucus, or other factors, they can quickly find themselves in a life-threatening situation. To fully understand this limitation, it's important to consider how horses evolved in the wild, where rapid escape from predators was crucial. Their nostrils are large and flexible, allowing them to take in air quickly while galloping, but the inability to use their mouths for breathing means they must maintain clear airways at all times. This is one reason why horse owners and caregivers are vigilant during exercise, ensuring that their prized steeds can breathe freely and safely. So the next time you admire a galloping horse, remember this crucial aspect of their physiology. Have you ever wondered why onions make you cry? When you cut into an onion, it releases a special enzyme called allanase. This enzyme reacts with compounds in the onion, leading to the production of a gas known as propanethyl oxide. When this gas reaches your eyes, it irritates them, sending a message to your brain that triggers tear production. Your body does this as a natural defense mechanism. Tears help to wash away the irritants and protect your eyes. Interestingly, this reaction isn't just a nuisance. It serves a purpose. The more finely you chop, the more gas is released and the more you might tear up. So next time you're preparing a delicious onion for dinner, remember that those tears are your eyes trying to keep themselves healthy and clear. Who knew that making a salad could turn into a mini cry fest? Experience the tallest indoor waterfall at Jewel Changi Airport. This might surprise you, but Jewel Changi Airport in Singapore boasts the world's tallest indoor waterfall, standing at a breathtaking 40 meters high. Known as the Rain Vortex, this stunning waterfall is not just a visual marvel. It's an architectural feat that enhances the airport's design. Upon entering Jewel, visitors are greeted by the sound of cascading water, creating a serene atmosphere amid the hustle and bustle of travel. The waterfall is surrounded by lush greenery, mimicking a rainforest and providing a beautiful contrast to the modern airport environment. At night, the rain vortex transforms into a captivating light and sound show, drawing crowds eager to witness its enchanting display. Not only does this waterfall serve as a dramatic centerpiece, but it also channels rainwater through a sophisticated drainage system, showcasing Singapore's commitment to sustainability. Whether you're a traveler or a tourist, the Jewel Changi Airport is a must-visit spot in Singapore, where design, nature, and technology beautifully come together. Have you added this to your travel bucket list? Prepare to be amazed by botanical sexism. This curious practice happens in many urban areas, where cities choose to plant mainly cloned male plants. The reason behind this decision is simple. Male plants don't produce the messy fruits and flowers that can litter sidewalks and parks. However, there's a twist. While avoiding messy cleanup, cities inadvertently raise pollen levels in the air, since male plants release their pollen to fertilize female counterparts. For allergy sufferers, this can mean more sneezes and itchy eyes during pollen season. Although the intention is to keep our streets tidy, the outcome can lead to unforeseen health issues for those sensitive to allergens. So, is it really worth sacrificing a balanced mix of male and female plants for aesthetics? Understanding the impact of our planting choices can help us create healthier, urban environments for everyone. Believe it or not, Japan has an anime airplane. The Open Sky M02J is not just any ordinary aircraft. It takes inspiration from the beloved film Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Picture this. For 10 thrilling minutes, this unique plane takes off powered by its engines before gracefully gliding, much like the flying machines from Hayao Miyazaki's enchanting world. This innovative design shows how creativity in movies can spark real-life technological breakthroughs. The connection between fiction and invention is more than just entertainment. It showcases how imagination drives progress. Engineers and designers were inspired by the film's artistic vision, blending aesthetics with function in a way that's both captivating and practical. As the open sky soars through the air, it offers a glimpse of a future where creativity and technology go hand in hand, pushing the boundaries of what flying can be. Could this anime airplane inspire the next generation of aircraft designers? Hard to believe, but solar cars can really race. The Tokai Challenger is a groundbreaking solar car that showcases the incredible potential of clean energy. Developed through a collaboration between Tokai University and several top automotive companies in Japan, this innovative vehicle is designed to harness the sun's power efficiently. With its sleek design and advanced technology, the Tokai Challenger can reach an impressive average speed of 62 miles per hour, all powered by solar energy. This speed not only demonstrates the capabilities of renewable energy, but also paves the way for future vehicles that could change how we think about transportation. As climate change continues to challenge our planet, innovations like the Tokai Challenger prove that we can create sustainable alternatives. Imagine a world where solar cars are common on our roads. What a difference that would make for air quality and our dependence on fossil fuels. Did you know giant anteaters have long tongues? These fascinating creatures can reach nearly 6 feet in length, but their mouths are surprisingly narrow, only about an inch wide. This unique design is perfect for their diet of insects, especially ants and termites. Giant anteaters have long, sticky tongues that can extend up to 2 feet. They flick their tongues in and out rapidly, capturing hundreds of insects in just one feeding session. It's a remarkable sight to observe in the wild. Their specialized mouths and tongues help them thrive in their habitats, which include grasslands and forests across Central and South America. Despite their size, giant anteaters are mostly solitary and hold an important role in their ecosystem by helping control insect populations. So the next time you think about how animals eat, remember the giant anteater and its incredible tongue. Who wouldn't find that amazing? Hard to believe, but North America produces over 50% of Earth's oxygen. This incredible feat is mainly due to tiny microscopic organisms that thrive in its diverse ecosystems, including oceans, lakes, and forests. Phytoplankton, a type of microscopic algae, plays a major role in this oxygen production. These tiny plants absorb sunlight during photosynthesis, converting carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and energy. In fact, these organisms are responsible for nearly half of the total oxygen generated globally. Additionally, North American forests, filled with towering trees like oaks and pines, also contribute significantly by releasing oxygen as they grow. This vital process not only supports wildlife, but helps regulate the planet's climate. So the next time you take a deep breath, remember that many of those oxygen molecules could be coming from North America's rich ecosystems. Did you know the coconut crab can climb trees? This amazing creature is not just your average crustacean, it's the world's largest terrestrial arthropod. These crabs can weigh up to 9 pounds and measure around 3 feet from leg to leg. Their real claim to fame is their incredible ability to scale trees, reaching heights of up to 10 meters, about 33 feet, to find their beloved coconuts. Using strong, powerful claws, they grab onto tree trunks, inching their way up with surprising agility. Once they find a coconut, they show off their impressive strength by cracking open the tough shell to get to the delicious meat inside. Coconut crabs are mostly active at night, which helps them avoid predators in the hot sun. They play a critical role in their ecosystem by controlling coconut populations and providing food for other animals. These crabs prefer tropical islands, and their habitats are increasingly threatened by human activity. Isn't it fascinating how an animal can turn something as tough as a coconut into a tasty treat? Can you imagine waterfalls flowing backwards in storms? In extreme weather events like hurricanes, powerful winds can actually push water upstream, causing famous waterfalls like Niagara Falls to momentarily reverse their flow. This breathtaking phenomenon occurs when the sheer force of the wind overcomes the waterfall's natural downward current, creating a dramatic and unusual sight. It's a reminder of just how intense nature can be. But that's not all. Beneath the ocean's surface, there are extraordinary underwater waterfalls as well, such as the Denmark Strait Cataract. Here, cold, dense water flows downwards into warmer water, creating massive cascades that are completely hidden from our view. These underwater wonders contribute to the ocean's intricate dynamics and help regulate temperature and salinity levels. So next time you think about waterfalls, remember that their flows can change dramatically due to the power of storms above and the mysteries beneath the waves. Can you believe domain names were free until 1995? Back in the early days of the internet, registering a domain name didn't cost a thing. This was because pioneers of the web, like Tim Berners-Lee and others, never imagined the internet would become such a huge part of our lives. The online world was a small, experimental space, and it felt more like an academic project than a business. However, by the mid-1990s, the internet exploded in popularity. As millions of users and companies flocked online, the demand for domain names skyrocketed. This surge of interest led to the introduction of fees for registration, transforming the way people approach the internet. In 1995, the first commercial domain registrar, Network Solutions, began charging fees, and the landscape of the web changed forever. Today, owning a unique domain is essential for businesses, creators, and anyone wanting to claim a piece of online real estate. Isn't it interesting to think about how quickly things evolved? Here's what actually happens when you blink. Blinking might seem like just a tiny automatic action, but it plays a huge role in how we see the world. Did you know that the average person blinks around 15 to 20 times per minute? That adds up to thousands of blinks each day. Each time you blink, your eyelids close for about 1/10 of a second. During this short moment, your brain may miss small details right in front of you, which can affect how you understand your surroundings. But don't worry, blinking also has important benefits. It helps keep your eyes moist and clear by spreading tears, which wash away dust and keep your vision sharp. So while blinking may cause those brief interruptions in your sight, it's essential for keeping your eyes healthy and your vision clear. Isn't it fascinating how such a simple action is so important? Believe it or not, this village feared a vampire. In the 18th century, a small Serbian village experienced an unusual panic when they claimed to be attacked by a vampire named Sava Savanović. The townspeople, gripped by fear, took serious precautions against the supernatural threat, including staking corpses and holding nighttime vigils. Fast forward to 2012, when a house in the same village tragically collapsed. This incident ignited old superstitions among the residents, who feared that the legendary vampire might have returned to haunt them once more. This strange blend of history and folklore demonstrates how deeply rooted tales of vampires can influence a community's actions, even generations later. While most of us view vampires as fictional characters from books and movies, for these villagers, Sava Savanović represented a very real fear steeped in cultural beliefs. Could the panic surrounding this infamous vampire still echo in today's world? To some, it's more than just a story. It's a peek into how legends can shape reality. Prepare to be amazed by meerkat clans. These fascinating animals are highly social, forming tight-knit groups known as clans. Within their clans, meerkats showcase remarkable teamwork as they hunt, care for their young, and defend themselves against predators. Each clan member has a role, with one meerkat often appointed as the lookout while others search for food. This lookout perches on a high point, scanning the environment for threats and alerting the group if danger approaches. Meerkats communicate with a variety of vocalizations, helping them coordinate their activities seamlessly. When one member finds food, they communicate their discovery, ensuring the entire clan benefits from the meal. Their cooperative behavior not only strengthens social bonds, but also enhances their survival chances in the wild. These clever creatures are a perfect example of how teamwork can lead to success in nature. So the next time you see a meerkat, think about the intricate social network and collaboration happening right before your eyes. You won't believe this about elephants. These magnificent creatures are not just giants in size, but also in emotions. Elephants display remarkable mourning behaviors when a member of their herd dies, showing deep feelings for their lost friends and family. Living in close-knit groups guided by a matriarch, they support one another in ways that remind us of human bonds. Their importance goes beyond social ties. Elephants are ecological heroes, clearing paths through the forest and spreading seeds that help nurture new plant life. With their impressive intelligence, they can use tools and even recognize themselves in mirrors, proof of their sophisticated minds. However, these gentle giants face serious threats, primarily due to poaching for their valuable ivory. We must come together to protect these incredible animals and ensure their place in our world. How can we help save them? What if I told you about the Densuke watermelon? This extraordinary fruit, grown solely on Hokkaido Island in Japan, holds the title of the most expensive fruit in the world. With its striking, shiny black skin and deliciously sweet pink flesh, the Densuke watermelon is a true rarity. Prices for this coveted fruit can soar up to 6,000 euros, which makes it a sought-after luxury item. The unique growing conditions in Hokkaido, including the island's volcanic soil and cool climate, contribute to the Densuke's exceptional sweetness and quality. Farmers cultivate these watermelons with great care, often hand-picking only the finest specimens to ensure the highest standards. While these fruits are certainly a splurge, many consider them the crown jewel of summer fruits. Would you ever splurge on such a unique treat? Can you imagine brain surgery for mental health? In the 1930s, Portuguese neurologist Aegis Moniz pioneered a controversial surgical procedure aimed at treating severe mental health conditions by severing specific connections in the brain. Moniz believed that disrupting these pathways could effectively reset the brain, leading to reduced symptoms like agitation and anxiety. This radical idea stemmed from observations of patients with severe mental illnesses, prompting Moniz to explore innovative solutions that traditional therapies couldn't solve. His technique, known as lobotomy, gained attention for its dramatic approach, but it also sparked significant debate. While some patients showed improvement, many faced severe side effects, leading to a mixed legacy. Today, surgical interventions for mental health are approached much more cautiously, emphasizing the importance of understanding the brain's complexity and the ethical considerations surrounding treatment options. Is this a glimpse into a bold, if troubled, chapter of psychiatric history? Believe it or not, male gorillas eat 40 pounds daily. These gentle giants primarily feast on leaves, stems, fruit, and bamboo, showcasing a surprisingly vegetarian diet. Imagine a creature weighing up to 400 pounds, munching on massive amounts of greenery each day. Their hefty appetite helps maintain the balance in their ecosystems. As gorillas eat, they disperse seeds from the fruits they consume, which promotes plant growth in their habitats. This crucial role supports biodiversity, allowing various plant species to thrive. While they may look intimidating, these herbivores are known for their peaceful nature and strong family bonds. Male gorillas usually act as protectors for their groups, ensuring safety against predators. Sadly, many gorilla species are endangered, primarily due to habitat loss and poaching. Understanding their diet and role in the ecosystem can help us protect these amazing animals. So next time you think about gorillas, remember that they're not just big, they play an essential part in keeping their environment healthy and thriving. Hard to believe, but spitting can save your life. If you ever find yourself trapped in an avalanche, knowing how to navigate your way out could be crucial. When snow collapses around you, you often lose your sense of direction. One clever trick is to simply spit. Your saliva will fall towards the ground, helping you identify where gravity pulls. Once you know which way is down, you can begin digging in the right direction to free yourself from the snow. Remember, if you're buried under several feet of snow, time is of the essence. Staying calm and using your breath to guide you can feel overwhelming, but it's essential to make every second count. The chances of rescue improve if you're able to create an air pocket around your mouth and nose, ensuring you can breathe while you work. So keep this unique survival tip in mind for your next winter adventure. Canned drinks may hide dangerous bacteria. Are you safe? Research indicates that these seemingly harmless beverages can harbor unwanted microbes. Studies show that even after cleaning with various methods, a significant accumulation of bacteria can still be found on the surface of cans. This is concerning because we often assume that the packaging is clean since we buy it from stores. The reality is that cans can be contaminated during manufacturing, shipping, and handling. Even a quick rinse might not completely eliminate these sneaky germs. In fact, some studies suggest that bacteria can survive on metals for long periods, making it important to pay attention to how we handle our drinks. Before cracking open your next soda or beer, consider wiping down the can with a clean cloth or paper towel. It's a simple step that can help reduce your risk of ingesting unwanted bacteria. So the next time you reach for a canned drink, remember that a little extra caution can go a long way in keeping you healthy. Is it really true that toes have different bone counts? Most human toes contain 3 bones, but the big toe is special with only 2 bones. This difference is more than just a fun fact. It plays a vital role in how we stand and walk. The big toe, or hallux, helps provide stability and balance when we're on our feet, making it easier to walk, run, and even hop. Its unique structure allows for a powerful push-off when we take a step, enabling greater forward movement. When you think about it, this little toe packs a lot of functionality into its compact design. If you've ever tripped and felt off balance, you can appreciate how important the big toe is. So the next time you glance down at your feet, remember that those tiny bones are essential to your mobility and everyday activities. How cool is that? Let's uncover the truth about catasetomorchids. These fascinating plants have developed a truly unique way to reproduce, which relies heavily on their clever use of pollinating insects. When an insect visits a catasetomorchid flower, it doesn't just sip nectar, it triggers an incredible mechanism. This reaction causes a sac filled with pollen to launch toward the insect, thanks to a sticky pad that makes sure the pollen sticks effectively. This fascinating tactic not only ensures that the pollen reaches the female flowers, but it also minimizes the waste of precious resources. In a world where many plants rely on wind or direct contact for pollination, the cleverness of the catasetomorchid stands out. Such an ingenious reproductive method highlights the intricate relationships in nature between plants and pollinators. This dance of life illustrates how evolution can lead to remarkably specialized adaptations. Isn't it amazing how these flowers have found such an efficient way to thrive? Let's uncover the truth about roulette numbers. Did you know the sum of all the numbers on a roulette wheel adds up to 6666? This intriguing fact has caught the attention of many, igniting conversations and debates for years. The roulette wheel features numbers ranging from 0 to 36, each with its own spot on the spinning wheel. When you add them together, they equal that mysterious number, 666, often associated with superstition and the occult. Some people see this connection as pure coincidence, while others contemplate the deeper meanings behind it. Gamblers and enthusiasts wonder if this eerie number influences luck or strategy during their games. Whether you're a seasoned player or just curious about roulette, this quirky mathematical twist keeps the excitement alive at casinos and game nights. So what do you think? Does the number 666 hold any special significance, or is it simply a fun trivia fact? Discover the world's unique country neighbors. San Marino and the Vatican are remarkable because they are the only 2 countries entirely surrounded by another nation. Nestled within Italy, San Marino is one of the oldest republics in the world, with a rich history dating back to AD 301. This tiny country is famous for its medieval architecture and stunning views from Mount Titano. On the other hand, the Vatican, known as the spiritual hub of the Roman Catholic Church, is the smallest independent state globally, both in size and population. Home to iconic landmarks like St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel, the Vatican attracts millions of visitors each year. These 2 countries share a special relationship with Italy, highlighting the incredible diversity within Europe. Can you imagine living in such a small area, yet having such a significant impact on history and culture? You might be shocked to learn that elephants love grass. Elephant grass, known scientifically as miscanthus, can soar up to a staggering 10 feet tall. This incredible plant is not just impressive due to its height, but also plays a vital role in its native African habitats. Many animals depend on elephant grass, using it for shelter and food sources. Grazers like elephants, zebras, and various antelope species feast on its lush leaves, benefiting from its high nutritional value. Meanwhile, smaller creatures find refuge among the sturdy stalks, which provide protection from predators. This grass thrives in warm climates, often growing in dense clumps that create a vibrant ecosystem. Elephant grass isn't just a giant plant, it's a crucial part of life in the savanna. Have you ever imagined how animals interact with their environment? In the case of elephant grass, the connections run deep. Did you know grapes can harm your dog? It's surprising but true. While grapes and raisins are delicious and healthy snacks for humans, they can be extremely dangerous for our furry friends. Just a small amount can lead to severe kidney damage in dogs, which can be life-threatening. The exact substance in grapes that causes this toxicity remains a mystery, leaving many pet owners in the dark about why these fruits are harmful. Symptoms of toxicity can include vomiting, diarrhea, and lethargy, often appearing within a few hours after consumption. If you suspect your dog has eaten grapes or raisins, it's crucial to seek veterinary help immediately. To keep your canine companion safe, avoid leaving these fruits within their reach and be vigilant about what treats they can enjoy. Remember, a little knowledge goes a long way in ensuring our pets stay healthy and happy. Is it really true that a museum showcases Picotti's works? In Massachusetts, a unique museum shines a spotlight on the art of Picotti, an artist whose talents have remained largely unnoticed by the mainstream art world. Located in a quaint town, this museum offers visitors a chance to explore a rich collection of Picotti's paintings and sculptures, bringing his vibrant creativity to life. Despite his innovative techniques and compelling themes, Picotti's work has often been overshadowed by more famous artists. The museum not only aims to celebrate his artistry, but also to educate the public about his contributions to contemporary art. With guided tours and interactive exhibits, guests can learn about Picotti's inspirations and techniques, diving deep into the stories behind each piece. This dedication to honoring overlooked artists sparks important conversations about recognition in the art community. By visiting the museum, art lovers can help ensure that Picotti's legacy endures. Why not take a trip and experience his art for yourself? Did you know blinking is lightning fast? The muscles that control blinking are the fastest in the human body, showcasing astonishing speed and efficiency. In fact, on average, a person blinks more than 15,000 times a day. Imagine that. Each blink lasts only a fraction of a second, yet it plays a critical role in maintaining eye health. Blinking helps to keep our eyes moist and removes small particles like dust and dirt. It's an automatic reflex that we rarely think about until we focus on it. Interestingly, our blink rate can change depending on what we're doing. For example, when staring at screens, we often blink less, which can lead to dryness and irritation. So next time you're watching your favorite show or scrolling through your phone, pay attention to how often you blink. Isn't it incredible how an action like blinking, essential yet so common, can show just how amazing our bodies really are? Who would have thought that such a simple action could reveal so much about our health and habits? Can you handle Earth's highest temperature ever recorded? This scorching milestone occurred on July 10, 1913, when a blistering 134 degrees Fahrenheit was measured in Furnace Creek, Death Valley, California. Imagine standing outside in that kind of heat. This remarkable record has stood the test of time, remaining unbroken for over a century. Death Valley is already known for being one of the hottest places on the planet, and that day back in 1913 truly pushed the limits of what we consider hot. With its arid landscape and towering mountains, the area creates a unique climate that leads to such extreme temperatures. Interestingly, this record has sparked debates among meteorologists about its accuracy, given that early temperature reading methods were not as precise as today's. Yet it remains a part of history. Plenty of people flock to Death Valley each year, not just for its extreme temperatures, but for its stunning natural beauty, including colorful rock formations and mesmerizing sand dunes. How do you think you would cope with such intense heat? Surprisingly, silver medalists often feel worse than bronze winners. This intriguing phenomenon reveals how our emotions are shaped not just by what we achieve, but also by how we perceive those achievements. Research shows that silver medalists frequently experience disappointment, feeling they missed out on the gold medal, while bronze medalists often celebrate their wins, feeling grateful to have medaled at all. This contrast highlights the significant role of mental framing in determining our emotional responses. Instead of focusing solely on the outcome, it's essential to consider perspective. How we view our successes and failures can drastically impact our feelings. So the next time you think about winning or losing, remember that what really matters might be how you frame your experiences. What can you learn from how medalists feel about their moments on the podium? Is it really true that numbers can be predictable? The answer lies in the fascinating world of computer-generated random numbers. Although we often think of random numbers as being completely unpredictable, those created by computers are actually based on specific algorithms. These algorithms follow a set of rules and formulas, meaning the numbers they generate are fundamentally deterministic and can be predicted if you know the underlying process. For example, if a computer uses an algorithm to create a sequence of numbers, it will always produce the same sequence if initiated with the same starting point, known as a seed. This predictability is essential in various fields, like cryptography, where true randomness is crucial for security. So while a computer might generate seemingly random numbers for video games or simulations, they're anything but truly random. It's a blend of science and math that uncovers the secrets of what we think of as chance. Hard to believe, but Paris Hilton is more than an heiress. This iconic figure, known for her last name associated with luxury hotels, has carved out a unique space in entertainment and business since the late 1990s. While many first knew her as a socialite and reality TV star on shows like The Simple Life, Paris has worked hard to move beyond that initial image. She has built a successful brand that includes fashion, fragrances, and even a DJ career that draws crowds around the world. Paris's entrepreneurial spirit shines through her multiple ventures, including her own line of beauty products, which showcases her personal style. Her blend of glamour and hard work not only changed how we view social media influencers, but also inspired countless others to pursue their passions. So what makes Paris Hilton a modern-day mogul? Prepare to be amazed by static electricity's hidden dangers. When we think about static electricity, we often picture a small shock when touching a doorknob. However, if not managed correctly, it can lead to much bigger problems. Static electricity can attract dust particles, creating an unwanted layer of grime on surfaces. This accumulation of dust isn't just annoying, it can actually short-circuit electronic components, causing devices to malfunction. Imagine your smartphone or laptop suddenly shutting down because of a tiny speck of dust. Moreover, dust obscures cameras and solar panels, reducing their efficiency and performance. In photography, a dusty lens can spoil perfect moments. Meanwhile, solar panels covered in dust can lose up to 30% of their energy-gathering ability. So next time you feel that little zap, remember the dust monster lurking nearby. Did you know pangolins run cool with body temperature? Pangolins, often recognized for their unique scaly appearance, have a body temperature of around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 degrees Celsius. This is notably lower than many other mammals, and scientists believe this might be linked to their fascinating diet. These remarkable creatures primarily feast on ants and termites, which are low in energy. Having a cooler body temperature could be an adaptation that helps them conserve energy, given that hunting for their food can be quite taxing. Unlike most mammals that maintain higher temperatures, pangolins seem to thrive in a different way. Imagine them curling up with their hard scales, taking it easy to regulate their energy levels. This unique trait may actually help them survive in the wild, allowing them to remain active and seek out their favorite meals without overheating. As they navigate through the forests or savannas, these cool critters exemplify how diverse life can be on our planet. Isn't nature just amazing? Have you heard about Connecticut's dog education law? This fascinating regulation actually prohibits educating dogs in certain ways. Originating to prevent unlicensed animal training, it's part of Connecticut's effort to ensure dogs are well cared for without risking overly ambitious pet owners getting themselves into trouble. So if you're a proud dog owner in Connecticut, keep it simple. The law suggests avoiding teaching your furry friend complex tricks that might create legal gray areas. Can you imagine a situation where teaching your dog to roll over could lead to a fine or other consequences? While it may sound a bit bizarre, this law encourages dog owners to focus on basic training. Making sure your pup is well behaved without pushing the limits can save you from any potential headaches and keep your bond strong. So how do you feel about training your dog within these regulations? Why exactly does everyone love Chihuahuas so much? This delightful hybrid breed, born from a Chihuahua and a Dachshund, brings together the best traits of both parents. Chihuahuas are small but mighty, packing a ton of personality into their little frames. Thanks to their Chihuahua ancestry, these dogs are alert and attentive, always ready to be your devoted sidekick. On the flip side, their Dachshund lineage contributes a playful and friendly attitude, making them super fun to be around. Despite their tiny size, Chihuahuas are known for being brave and fiercely loyal. They thrive on human interaction and often develop strong bonds with their owners, bringing joy and laughter into homes. Whether you're looking for a playful puppy to join your adventures or a loving lap dog to cuddle with on a rainy day, a Chihuahua just might be the perfect companion. Their charming quirks and affectionate nature truly capture the hearts of many. Have you heard about the earliest hands-free devices? These innovative tools initially took the form of scrolls or slates that people tied to their heads using string. Imagine someone with a makeshift headset made of paper, desperately trying to juggle notes while keeping their hands free for other tasks. While today's sleek smartphones and wireless earbuds are incredibly advanced, these early inventions were a quirky step toward modern communication. Back then, people couldn't just tap a screen to send a message. They had to be resourceful and creative. The struggle with these awkward contraptions showed how important hands-free communication was to our ancestors, paving the way for the sophisticated technology we enjoy today. Can you picture how challenging it must have been to use one of those devices during a busy day? Believe it or not, this vacationer vanished mysteriously. In 2014, Lars Matank, a 28-year-old from Germany, was enjoying a trip to Bulgaria when an ear injury turned his holiday into a nightmare. After the injury, he started to feel as if someone was following him. This overwhelming anxiety took control, causing him to act strangely. He skipped out on his flight home and instead checked into a hotel, where he became increasingly agitated. Eventually, he rushed out of the hotel and was seen running into nearby woods, where he seemingly disappeared without a trace. His baffling behavior and sudden exit sparked a massive search effort, drawing attention from locals and authorities alike. To this day, Lars's case remains unsolved, leaving his family and friends wondering what really happened during those final moments in Bulgaria. Could his fear have led him to make a decision he couldn't take back? Prepare to be amazed by neutron stars. These cosmic marvels are some of the densest objects in the universe, boasting a mass that can reach up to a staggering 1 billion tons. To put that into perspective, just a sugar cube-sized amount of neutron star material would weigh as much as all of humanity. Formed when massive stars collapse under their own gravity after a supernova explosion, neutron stars create extreme conditions unlike anything we experience on Earth. Their surfaces are incredibly hot and often emit powerful bursts of radiation. Some even spin at astonishing speeds, creating beams of energy that sweep across space like lighthouse signals. Scientists study these fascinating entities to better understand the laws of physics under such intense pressures and densities. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember these tiny yet mighty giants existing far beyond our world. Guess what makes Hawaii's beaches so unique? Erosion of volcanic rock plays a crucial role in revealing a beautiful gem known as olivine. This mineral gives the beach its stunning green hue, setting it apart from the usual golden sands many expect. The striking colors are not just visually remarkable, they tell a story about the intense geological activity that shaped Hawaii. However, reaching these hidden beaches requires a bit of adventure, as their remote locations challenge even the most enthusiastic travelers. Those who are willing to trek off the beaten path are rewarded with breathtaking views unique sand, and the sense of discovering a secret paradise. Imagine strolling along the shores where the ocean meets vibrant green grains underfoot, while the breathtaking landscape surrounds you. This untouched beauty reminds us that sometimes the best experiences come from putting in a little extra effort. So if you're an adventurer at heart, exploring Hawaii's unique olivine beaches is an opportunity not to be missed. Get ready for a shocking comparison of dangers. Chiropractors, often seen as wellness professionals, reportedly cause more fatalities each year than sharks do. This statistic raises eyebrows and sparks concerns about the safety of certain chiropractic practices. While many people seek chiropractic care for back pain and stiffness, not everyone realizes that various techniques can come with risks. For instance, cervical manipulations, which target the neck, have been associated with severe complications, including stroke. This fact can be alarming given that the percentage of serious injuries is still relatively low, but every incident matters. As with any health treatment, understanding potential risks is crucial. Patients should engage in open conversations with their chiropractors, ensuring they are informed about the procedures they may undergo. So, is it time to rethink how we view chiropractic safety in relation to other risks?